There's a particular kind of grief that doesn't have a name. It's not the grief of losing someone. It's the grief of realizing you already lost them, and you didn't even notice it happening, because you were too busy figuring out how to survive without them. Tonight's story comes from Am I the Asshole? And it starts with a dinner table, a fork, and 24 years of love that showed up, just a little too late. When she graduated high school, it was a whole thing. Big dinner. Her mom cried. Her dad gave a speech. They were proud. They were there. And then she moved into her dorm, and it was like she fell off the face of the earth to them. She's careful to say she's not being dramatic. Her first semester was rough. New place, no friends, drowning academically, not even knowing how to ask for help. She called her mom twice, actually crying. And both times her mom said, "You'll figure it out, you're smart," and got off the phone. Her dad's contribution? Texting happy birthday and happy Thanksgiving. That was it. For 2 years. She keeps the money part short. She was told she was taken care of, and then she very much was not. So she figured it out herself. And then sophomore year, something happened. Something hard. She doesn't tell us what it was, and we're not going to speculate. But she needed her mom. She reached out. Her mom said she had a lot going on, that they'd talk later. They never talked later. That was the moment, she says, that she accepted she was on her own. And she started acting like it. Fast forward to now. She's home for the summer because rent is genuinely a joke, and she's trying to save money. And suddenly, both of her parents have remembered they have a daughter. Her mom wants to know her schedule. Her dad is forwarding her LinkedIn posts with no context. They have opinions about her sleep schedule, her job, whether she's worrying enough about her future. She smiled and nodded for 6 weeks. 6 weeks of biting her tongue because she wasn't trying to make the summer harder than it had to be. But then one night at dinner, her mom said she needed to be more focused. Her dad jumped in agreeing, and she put her fork down. She told them she really struggles to sit there and take advice from people who didn't pick up the phone when she actually needed them. That she spent 2 years figuring everything out alone, and she was fine. That she didn't need them to parent her now, because where was this energy before? Her mom got very quiet. Then she started crying. Her dad said she was being cruel and disrespectful. She said she was just being honest, and went to her room. Her dad called her aunt. Now the aunt is texting her about how her parents love her and did their best. She says she knows they love her. She's not questioning that. But love and showing up are two very different things. She tried and tried to reach them, and they shrugged her off every time. She asks Reddit, "Am I the asshole?" Reddit came back with a resounding, "Not the asshole." 96% upvoted, nearly 5,000 points. Here's what I keep turning over in my mind about this story. Her parents didn't disappear because of some catastrophe. There was no falling out, no fight, no reason given. They were just present when it was easy, and absent when it wasn't. The graduation dinner? Easy, beautiful even. A performance of parenthood with a built-in audience. Answering the phone at midnight when your kid is crying in a dorm room? That's the harder version. That's the one that actually counts. The top comment, with over 4,000 upvotes, kept it simple. NTA, actions have consequences. And then pointed out that the convenience-based parenting is already showing its pattern. As soon as she goes back to campus, they'll likely go quiet again. This one stopped me. Someone noticed that her dad couldn't find the time to call her back for 2 years, but called her aunt the same night she pushed back at dinner. That says everything about where the real priorities are. This one stopped me. Someone noticed that her dad couldn't find the time to call her back for 2 years, but called her aunt the same night she pushed back at dinner. That says everything about where the real priorities are. To be fair to the other side, a few people pointed out that she is living in their house right now, and that comes with friction baked in. But the top reply said it better than I could. Accepting someone's hospitality doesn't mean handing over authority over a life you built entirely on your own. Here's where I land on this one. She doesn't hate her parents. She said that. She knows they love her. She's not trying to blow up the relationship. She's trying to make sense of how a relationship that felt real in high school became a birthday text and a forwarded job listing. Maybe they do love her. Maybe they were overwhelmed. Maybe something was happening that they never told her about. Relationships are complicated and people are flawed, but love without follow-through isn't really a safety net. It's just a feeling. She asked if she was too harsh. Reddit said no, and Wren says no too. Sometimes the fork has to go down.